Looks like someone's in dire need of coffee.
Hell yeah!
Here you are.
Thanks. This gonna hit the spot. You know, you're not like those other suits, Miss McPherson. You okay in my book.
So, are you the human popsicle yet?
Can you believe this fucking weather? I mean, shit! It was 60 yesterday. And can you believe all this goddamn snow, too? Look at this shit! You know how hard it was getting here?
What do we have, the usual?
Yeah, the same old shit. Anonymous phone call, no witnesses, and another dead girl. This one more banged up than the others. When I got here, I figured it was your perp's work, so I didn't bother reporting it to everyone. I just called Miller.
Besides you, who got here first?
Miller did about 10 minutes ago. Claire followed a few minutes later.
Miller got here first, huh? Did he do it again?
Yeah, he did. Oh, Claire is pissed as hell, too. She threw him out into the hallway.
Where's the crime scene?
The crime scene is through the entrance, up the stairs and to your right. Miller beat a chicken shit leaning up against the fridge. Miss McPherson, be careful in there. I need a tetanus shot just looking at this place.
Well, okay. I guess I'll head up and see how Miller's doing.
Okay, Agent McPherson. You watch yourself in there.
Wow, you remind me of when I was at the academy. One day I decided to run the obstacle course after lunch. I lost everything, even my breakfast. It was a gruesome mash of pizza and French toast.
If you're trying to help me, it's not working.
Here you are. It might make things pass more smoothly? Ooh, then again, maybe not. Miller, you're going to have to stop trying. You and dead bodies don't mix. I suggest you wait for us next time. We can't risk any more donut-contaminated crime scenes.
Yes, I will, Agent McPherson.
Oh, by the way, stop at the Agent McPherson, please. Just plain Victoria is fine, all right?
Will do, Victoria.
Just out of morbid curiosity, where did the Martians land this time?
I hurled in the toilet. Can we change the subject?
Jeez, that would bring you to 2-0. Claire must be very happy right now.
Actually, no, she isn't. I think she wants to kill me. She threatened to tie me to your 4x4 and drag me through the streets.
So what can you tell me?
It's our guy's work, all right. The victim's in an old bathtub. She's stuck in ice. I couldn't see much. Thank God.
So where's Claire?
Old Indian saying, follow stench. Find little pale-faced fat woman.
Christ, Miller, I'm really not in the mood.
Sorry. She's in the bathroom. Follow the hallway to the end, and it's the door to your left. She's working near the body. I think she needs you to take a look at the rest of the apartment. Here, take the camera. Claire doesn't want me around, so you're gonna have to take pictures too.
Wonderful. Take it easy. See you in a bit. Hello, Clarice. So, what's all the fuss about?
Let's see. I have an idiot who throws up at a crime scene. I'm understaffed because I'm the only one crazy enough to work during the holidays. I'm freezing my butt off. The body is stuck in ice. And what else?
This might actually help. Coffee?
Yes, please. It's no wonder you were my best student.
Hey, maybe you should take it easy with Miller.
Take it easy? This is the second time I have to go through his vomit to see if there's any evidence hidden in the pile. Take it easy? No, I don't think so.
What can I do to help?
Have a look around and gather any evidence that you can find. I've wasted enough time getting this body ready for the meat wagon. You know how they can get pissy. Anyway, I thought I saw some blood stains as I came in. You can start by collecting some of that and then look around for more. Remember, always take a picture before you collect something. To help you out, grab the forensic tools from my briefcase and what's left of the kitchen. Once you've collected the evidence, come and help me out in here.
You do know I'm a field agent, right? I think this is a little out of my league.
Vic McPherson is out of her league? This is a first. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I think I need a vacation.
Sweetie, you can't always catch them on the first 3 victims.
I know.
Thanks for helping out.
My pleasure, Clarice.
Oh, stop that.
Looks like our perp cleaned up after himself. What the fuck? Bingo! We've got hair and fiber samples. Okay, all done and neatly packed.
Great. Thanks a lot, sweetie.
So, what's next?
I need some shots of the body before we move things around and disrupt the original crime scene.
Okay. So what can you tell me so far?
Not much right now. Probably like the other 4. Cause of death is drowning, but I'll make it official after the autopsy. She was stabbed numerous times and she was eviscerated. Nothing indicates a struggle or resistance on the part of the victim. My guess is she was unconscious during the stage of the assault.
Can you walk me through what happened here?
Not now. I'd rather do preliminary lab work first and also analyze the evidence you picked up. I'll give you a briefing when I finish a few tests. Okay, I think you can remove the cloth from her face now.
Aw, you spoil me. God, look at the tattoo work on her skin. This girl liked pain.
I have a feeling she's a pro. I don't know why. Just call it a hunch.
Which would be a first according to the killer's MO and profile. I'll run the victim's name through the database to see if we hit something. What's her name?
According to the ID in her purse, it's Cynthia Woods. Now, can you take her picture without the rag on her face?
Do you still need me here?
Not really. I just enjoy the company, but I can see you'd rather be somewhere else. Listen, I can handle things here on my own till the boys get here. Anyhow, you look tired as hell.
Oh, thanks for letting me off the hook, but seriously, if you need me, I'll stay.
It's fine, sweetie, really. You're not completely off the hook. I'll see you back at the morgue for my briefing.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. See you soon. It's Miller's Little Martians. Let's go, Miller.
Okay, where to?
The office. What the?
I got
Do you like them?
Oh, sorry.
Hey! Anybody hurt?
We're okay!
I'm going to have to look for another way out of here.
Okay, I'll wait here in case Claire decides to go down or someone tries to come up.
It looks like I'm gonna have to do this the hard way.
Man, that's smart.
God, Miller, are you okay? Do you think he's okay?
Yeah. He's fine.
Why did you take so long getting here? You're the only one with a 4x4.
Christ, I don't even want to go there. I mean, what is it with these idiots who buy 20 lottery tickets anyway? I mean, do they really have to waste everyone's time? God, they piss me off. I just wanted a pack of gum, too. Hey, last time I saw you, you were limping to your car. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just my ego. It got hurt more than me, I think.
Oh, I almost forgot. Is everything okay with your girlfriend?
Oh yeah, forget about it. She knows now it's a big misunderstanding. But just don't answer my cell phone again, please.
I promise. So what are you up to?
I started the report. I figured you were too pooped to do it.
You know, Miller, you do have your moments. Anything I can do to help with the report?
Actually, yes. I need Claire's preliminary report to help me out. I'm not going down there. She might lock me up in one of the drawers and leave me there. Also, I need the pictures you took, so could you please drop the camera in the evidence chute in the hallway?
Well, okay, see you later. I have a message.
Hello, Victoria. This is Todd. I heard about the 5th murder. I expect a full report on my desk tomorrow morning.
Yes, you would. Wouldn't you?
Agent McPherson.
Officer Tate?
Agent Ashby wants to see you. She's waiting for you at the morgue.
All right. So, how did you guys get the body down?
Me and some of the forensic guys set up a ladder where the stairs fell.
Oh, well, I hope no one got hurt.
Nope, I know what y'all mean, though. That place was as stable as lemmings near a cliff.
Hey, Claire, get that preliminary lab work done?
As a matter of fact, I'm not quite finished. However, I have enough to brief you on if you have the time.
For you, always.
Okay, here goes. The victim's blood revealed high levels of alcohol. Also, I found traces of rohypnol, which is also known as the date rape drug. This explains why there was no apparent struggle throughout the assault. The assault started in the first room where she was beaten. She probably fell where you found the spot of blood. She was then carried into the next room. The killer ripped off her clothes and beat her again. She definitely was unconscious at this point. He let her bleed on the floor until he had enough blood to write the messages you found using the luminol. The killer then cleaned off the messages. Obviously, he knew we would find them. He then dragged the victim by her hair along the hallway and stopped to hang up his coat. He finally brought her into the bathroom. The cause of death was drowning. He forced her head under the water until death ensued. Like the other victims, she was killed before the mutilations. She was stabbed 9 times and then eviscerated from the lower sternum to the lower abdomen. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking these mutilations will get worse. It wasn't part of his MO for the first 3 victims. They were found beaten and drowned, not like this.
Do you think he'll change his MO in the near future?
No, I don't think so. Drowning his victims seems to be his focus. That stage in the assault is very important to him. No, the stabbing business is from something else. I have a feeling that if we knew what it was, we would catch the son of a bitch. Also, he covered the face of the 4th victim and now this one. This strongly suggests that he knew the last 2 victims. I'll ask Miller to correlate the last 2 victims' info. I've been meaning to ask you, did you call her?
Call? Oh, no, I didn't. I just don't have the courage. Can we not talk about this now?
Sure, but promise me that you will call her.
Okay, I promise.
How about you? Did you come up with anything interesting?
Yes, I got a partial that doesn't belong to the victim.
Very nice. Did you compare it to the partial you found from the 4th crime scene?
No, not yet, but I'll let you know if I can compare them. After all, they are only partials.
What about the stuff I found? Anything worth mentioning?
We know that our killer has black hair, if it was he that hung his coat on the nail. It might have been a junkie for all we know, but it doesn't matter. We can use the hair for DNA comparison and place him at the scene of the crime. I sent the fibers to the FBI labs to see if they can find anything unusual or unique about them.
Okay, sweetie. I'm out of here.
Don't forget my beautifully handwritten report. It's on the table.
Hello?
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, Dad.
I just heard on the news. Another one?
Yes, another one.
Is everything okay with you?
I'm okay. I'm just really tired of this case. It's going nowhere fast. I hate this passiveness. I think it's starting to get the better of me.
Well, before that actually happens, why don't you come here and rest? A little R&R won't do you any harm. You can use the jacuzzi to relax and put your thoughts in order. And it's almost Christmas. I have a little gift for you.
Oh, really? Well, I have the gift you wanted. Are you sure you want it? It seems a little ordinary.
Hey, it's what I wanted. So, are you coming to the house?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, honey. I'll see you soon.
Dad?
Yes, honey?
Thanks.
You're more than welcome. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Yes, No, well... Yes, I know, but...
Here's Claire's report. Hey, Miller, one last thing. Can you correlate the data of the 4th victim and the 5th to see if we're overlooking something?
Sure, I'll run them through the database. Thanks for the report. Yes, No, well... Yes, I know, but...
Taking a breather?
Yes, but...
Yeah, it's the damn weather. Depressing as hell.
No.
I need to gather more energy before I go back out there.
You're still on patrol?
Yes.
Unfucking fortunately, yeah.
Well, hang in there.
No.
I'll try.
Dad?
I'm in here, sweetheart.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Pumpkin.
Are you sure about this gift?
Yeah, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Suit yourself, here you are.
Thanks, sweetheart. You know me, I love these things. Now yours.
Where did you get this? I thought we lost it.
I found it when I was cleaning out the attic. Actually, it was inside your grandfather's chest. You should maybe take a look inside there. It'll take you back.
I will. Thanks for the gift, Dad.
I had a feeling you'd like it.
Remember the stories he used to tell us?
How can I forget? My favorite one was Paris, because of the occult twist he brought to it. Yours was the one in London, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, romantic and mysterious. There is one story he always avoided telling me, though. The one when he met Grandma. He never would talk about it. Was it not a fond memory?
I'm sure it is, Pumpkin, but he could never talk about it. I think your grandfather lost someone close to him when he met your grandmother, and I guess it was too painful for him to recall.
Where'd he meet Grandma?
He met her in Prague, I believe. Speaking of your grandmother, this year, can you get around to making her special holiday cookies? Please?
I knew that was coming.
Oh, they don't take long to make.
I know, I'll make some, don't worry.
Great. The stuff is already on the counter.
What a surprise. I'm gonna have a look in the attic. Might bring back some good memories.
Okay, sweetheart. I'll be in here.
This might be helpful to get up into the attic. One of my grandfather's old paintings. It's from when he was in Paris, I think. Teddy and I used to be inseparable.
Prague, 1929. 2 years had passed since the strange case in Paris. I figured I'd best leave town and come here. Quieter, or so I thought. The case in Paris had stirred my passion for PI work again. I had to let go of my dream of being an artist. It wasn't bringing in as much dough as being a private dick. In all, there were 5 dead and 2 unaccounted for. So far, all the victims were prostitutes. I didn't know if I would take the case. To my surprise, this cop Skalnik had no beef about me snooping around his crime scene.
Yeah, hello?
Hi, sweetie. Am I bothering you?
Not at all. I was just reading something and I guess I really got into it.
Do you want me to call you back?
Really, it's okay. What's up? You don't sound too good.
I called her.
Oh, Samantha?
Yes. I need to talk.
I'll be right there. Where can I pick you up?
At work. Just come down to the morgue. I still have a little work to do before we go.
Okay, you take care. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart.
Did you ever read any of Granddad's memoirs?
I've read some of them, yes. Did you find something interesting?
Yes, I found his memoir from one of his cases.
Oh, really? Which one?
It's the one in Prague. Did you ever read that one, Dad?
You know, sweetheart, some things are better kept buried.
Dad, answer the question.
No, I never read it. I asked him once about what happened in Prague, and I could tell it was a very painful memory, even though he did his best to hide it. After seeing his expression, I never wanted to know what happened there.
Did you ever ask Grandma about it?
No, I didn't bother either. Like I said before, some things are better left buried.
Did you know about Grandma?
Yes, I did. Where are you going with this?
Dad, I wasn't judging. I just wanted to know if you knew.
Weren't you going somewhere?
Dad, I was going to meet Claire.
Ah, Agent Claire Ashby. She's one of the best in her line of work. I always love it when she's on the stand. I hope everything is okay with her.
Yes, she's just having a hard time talking to her daughter. I better get going, Dad.
Okay, Pumpkin. Victoria, I'm sorry.
No, Dad. I'm the one who should be sorry. I shouldn't have gone there.
It's okay, sweetheart. Sometimes I forget. It's your job to ask questions.
I'll be back soon.
Okay, take care.
What the?
Sweetie! What the hell are you doing?
Me? I thought you'd.
Oh my god. Go look at the security cameras.
never works anyways. Hey.
Hey, are you okay? What happened?
Yeah, I'm okay. I ran after him. Son of a bitch got away.
Well, the important thing is that you're okay.
Hey, about...
Forget it. It can wait.
Are you sure? Hey, Browning can wait.
Really, sweetie, it's okay. Go.
So, what happened on your end?
I never thought my own lab would become a crime scene. The suspect left this, a photo of a young woman, and wrote "Next" on the back. I need to send this to the lab for further analysis.
Where was it?
He put it inside her. He tore the stitches open just below the sternum and slipped it inside.
Do the others know?
Yes, I called upstairs and Todd answered. I told him what I know. He's expecting you and he didn't sound too happy.
I can imagine. Okay, going upstairs to deal with Todd.
Okay, I'll fix the mess down here. I'll tell you if anything turns up.
Hello?
Hi, honey.
Oh, hi, Richard.
You left the gallery in a rush and you never called back, so I got a little worried. Is everything okay?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. I'm sorry about that. It's just we found another victim and some really weird stuff is going on.
Oh, God. How are you holding up?
I'm very tired, and I'm in dire need of unwinding, like we did 2 nights ago.
True, that was very relaxing. I have an idea. Come down here and I can show you the new exhibit, and after we can go unwind.
Very tempting, but I have to decline.
Aw, why?
Well, I have to go get yelled at by my boss. Anyways, why are you so excited about this exhibit? I've never seen you so into your work.
Oh, it's because I sort of discovered this artist. Actually, it wasn't just me. Some people from the University of Chicago's Fine Arts Department helped a little. We discovered him at an auction. He's from LA, but originally from Chicago. His name is Mark Ackerman. The department and I purchased most of his pieces, but we're still looking for some. Anyway, we got enough to make an exhibit.
Richard, I'm sorry. I really have to go.
Oh, sorry. You know how I get started.
Yes, I do. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, honey. You be careful now.
I will. Bye.
Bye.
No, well... Yes, I know, but...
What the hell is going on? What's this I hear about suspects breaking into the morgue? Agent McPherson and Detective Miller, I want to see you both in my office, now!
Yes.
And while you're at it,
I gotta
one
go.
of you can get me a cup of coffee.
Victoria, can you...
Don't sweat it, Miller. I'll cover you. Anyways, you have the report to finish. I'll even get his damn coffee.
Next on Chicago Vice, Agent McPherson gets the boss a coffee.
Miller, don't make this any harder than it already is.
By the way, I have some good news. Come and see me after.
Can you give me a preview?
It's about the data correlation. I think we might have something.
You didn't tell,
No, I wanted to check with you first.
Okay, I'll see you after. Here's your coffee.
Thank you.
In what new way have I pissed you off this time?
I distinctly remember asking for both you and Miller. Ugh, never mind. I just hope you haven't forgotten that he is your partner.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Now tell me what happened tonight.
The perp entered, I assume, through the garage.
Claire already filled me in. I want to know what happened outside.
I pursued the perp with the 4x4 into the alleyway. He climbed up a fire escape to the rooftop. When I got up there, he gave me a surprise blow to the shoulder with a 2x4. He got away through the other fire escape.
Shots fired?
Yes, one.
Any leads so far in the case?
Besides what the next victim looks like? No, not really.
We're not sure of that. Claire is running it through the database to see if we get a hit.
Is that it? 'Cause I'd like to get back to work now.
Consider yourself on probation.
What? Why?
I've seen it before. Agents get too involved in their case and lose it.
I'm losing it now? I think you're just pissed because we look like schmucks on the news. It's all about image, isn't it?
No, this is about your recent behavior. I'm worried about the progress of the case, and I think you need a break.
This is bullshit.
You're only proving my point.
You know, Browning? I usually get kissed before I get fucked.
So, is everything okay?
Not really. I'm on probation and he'll probably take over the case.
Aw, crap. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt.
Hey, so what happened downstairs?
We think the killer broke into the morgue and left us a picture of the next victim.
You're kidding, right?
I kid you not. A bold SOB, I'll give him that. You should go down and take a look at the picture. Claire needs to do a few tests on it and send it off to the labs.
Do you think it's safe to go down there?
Sure it is.
Okay, I'll go have a look.
What's this big lead you were telling me about?
I did what you asked. I correlated the info on victims 4 and 5. I got something, but it may be nothing.
Try me.
You've said that the last 2 victims probably knew our perp because he covered their face. Well, I got a name that's common to both victims, a Vaclav Kolar. Also, I tried linking this guy to victims 1, 2, and 3, but no go.
How did you get the name Vaclav Kolar?
I read Claire's report on the 5th victim. In it, she added a picture that was found in the victim's purse. On the picture, there was the victim, a girl, and a guy. The guy reminded me of someone. He's actually one of the people I interviewed for the 4th murder. He was her tutor at the university. I went back to read my own report, and it's the same guy. I'm sure of it.
Any relationship between the 4th and 5th victims?
As far as I can tell, they didn't know each other, but they had this guy in common. Maybe he deserves a second interview?
Definitely. I'll go alone. He's seen you before, so it might make things go smoother, make him less nervous. Okay, and I'll give Kolar a visit.
I sent the address to your 4x4's navcom. If I have the chance, I'll go interview the latest victim's friends. Maybe I can talk to the other girl on the photo.
Good idea.
Who is it?
Agent McPherson, FBI. I have a few questions I'd like to ask you, if you have the time.
I have time for the pretty agent.
May I come in?
Sure.
Geez, sorry I asked.
What?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking out loud.
Oh, okay.
Did you know a Natalie Kenworth?
Yes, I did.
So I imagine you also know that she was murdered about a month ago.
Yes, and I already talked to a police officer about her.
Yeah, I know, but I would appreciate if you could remind me. How did you know her? Friend? Just a classmate? Were you intimate?
I was her tutor. She was studying in criminology, and I was helping her with some of her classes. She came here often.
A student in criminology, huh? Did you ever get Professor Pratt?
No, but I know him. I've had several conversations about weird, unsolved cases.
Does he still have bad BO?
B.O.?
Body odor. In other words, he stinks.
Yes, he still does.
Do you know Cynthia Woods?
Cynthia Woods? No, I don't think so.
Are you sure? Maybe a photo would help.
Oh, yes, I have seen her before. She's my neighbor's friend. I saw her at a party. That picture was taken there.
So you're not close to Cynthia?
No, she's more my neighbor's friend. I think I saw her twice in all, at the party and once in the hallway. Why?
She was found brutally murdered in an abandoned apartment building.
You don't think that... Hey, I'm always in here working on my thesis. I never go out. I went to Mia's party because she invited me. I think she invited me so I wouldn't complain about the noise.
Mia's the other girl in the picture?
Yes, she's my neighbor.
Your thesis, what's the subject?
I'm doing it on a serial murder case called the Perlovka Ripper. It happened in the late 20s.
Well, you don't say.
Are you familiar with the case?
You could say that, yes. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Sure, I'll even print you up a copy.
Okay, can I have the copy now?
Sure, I'll be right back.
Now's my chance. I should swipe something to get prints. This will do nicely.
Here you are.
Thanks a lot. I'll be sure to read it.
I'd really appreciate your input if you ever have the time.
Will do. You're not planning on leaving the country.
No.
Fine. Thanks for your cooperation, and I'll keep in touch. Hello?
Hey, it's me.
What's up?
Nothing much. I was just calling to say I was on my way to visit Victim 5's roommate. Maybe she can tell us more about Vaclav and the other girl in the picture.
No need, I know who she is. She's Vaclav's neighbor. Actually, I just finished the interview.
How did it go?
He's harmless. Anyways, he doesn't fit the profile. But I did nick a little something with prints. I'm taking it over to Claire for comparisons.
Great idea, but we can't use it though if he checks out.
I know. Call me if you get anything interesting out of the roommate.
Will do. Bye.
Bye. Hi, Claire.
Hey,
Can you check this bottle out for prints and compare them to the partials you got on victims 4 and 5? I don't think we'll hit anything, but I'm curious.
curiosity killed the cat.
But a cat has 9 lives.
Let's stop the cliches before someone gets shot. Can you at least extract the prints for me? Once extracted, the computer can compare the partials.
Sure. Remind me where the stuff is?
The powder's upstairs on my desk near the plastifying machine, along with the brush and lifting tape. When you're done, just give me the print and I'll handle the rest down here.
Okay, I'll be right back. A plastifier. This little machine can be very practical. This will do nicely for prints. I'm all done with the prints.
I'll have the results soon. Where are you off to now?
Back to my dad's. I've got some reading to do.
Well, okay. I'll call you if I get something.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hi, Dad.
When do you think you can do those cookies?
Oh, geez. Sorry, Dad, I forgot. I have time now.
Oh, it's okay.
It's not a problem, Dad. A promise is a promise. This tastes right. Dad, the cookies are in the oven.
The poor kid was badly scarred. The killer stabbed her 7 times before she finally escaped to the streets.
God. Wow, I never imagined this. I mean, this isn't the image I had of your room.
Miller, what the hell are you doing here?
I imagined something more along the lines of Hellraiser.
Christ, Miller.
Sorry, I'm in shock here. I came because the prints on the bottle and the partials match at a 99% probability. Kolar seems to be our best bet.
Really?
Yes, and I thought you'd want to pick him up.
Okay, I'll meet you over there. Wait for me before taking action.
Of course I will.
Hey, Miller.
Hey.
Hey, Vaclav, we need to talk to you. The cute agent is back.
What's the cute agent thing?
Shh. Hey, listen. Did you hear that?
What? It's probably a movie.
No, I don't think so.
Actually, I think it's from the movie Clockwork Nightmare.
No way. This is for real.
Ah, come on.
It's called Suspicion of an Officer.
Aw, man, Victoria.
Call Tate.
Oh, crap. I will. Later.
Oh my God, Miller, you were like, absolutely right. It's like a movie.
You're not funny. We could get into serious trouble.
Christ, Miller, lighten up. Let's check out his room.
See? I was right. It is Clockwork Nightmare. This guy is twisted.
Oh, stop it.
Did you see the pictures on the wall?
Yeah, so?
Gore films, crime scene photos, porno. Need I say more?
You just described 3/4 of adolescent America. He's harmless. We're here to ask about the prince. We aren't here for character assassination. We'll leave that part to the lawyers.
Hey, we need an officer to guard a door.
I bet if I sprayed luminol all over the bed, I'd need sunglasses just to look at it.
What's going on?
Police business, miss.
Ouch. Hello.
You must be Mia, right?
Yes, and you seem to have me at a disadvantage.
I'm Agent McPherson, and this is Detective Miller. You wouldn't happen to know where Vaclav might be?
Actually, yes I do. I saw him at work. He was getting a massage or taking a hot bath, whichever.
Where do you work?
Where do you work?
Here's my card. The address is on the back.
Can you check it out? I'll meet you over there.
Sure. Better than being ignored.
Do you mind if I ask what you do there?
Not at all. Actually, I could show you if you'd like, 'cause I can see all that tension in your shoulders and neck. My apartment is just a few steps away.
Thanks for the offer, but I have to decline. I really need to talk to your friend Vaclav.
Friend? Vaclav is a nice guy, but he's no friend. He's a neighbor at best. Sorry to interrupt the flow of your questioning, but can I be totally blunt here?
I'm not sure I want you to, but go right ahead.
You've spoken for.
Not quite what I expected, but then again, it could have been worse. To answer the question, yes, I'm spoken for.
Oh, how unfortunate.
I don't have much time to chit-chat now, but I will contact you later. I'd like to ask you a few more questions.
Anytime. My offer still stands if you ever change your mind.
I'll be in touch.
You call, Miss McPherson?
Yes, I need you to guard the door in case Vaclav Kolar shows up here.
Description?
About 5'8", black hair, glasses, and he has a scar on his face.
Okay, I'll call in if he shows up.
All right. Thanks, Tate.
I think I might have screwed up.
You didn't try your tough guy routine, did you?
I might have, yes.
What happened?
I only said that I needed to talk to one of the clients. He wouldn't let me in, so I asked him again, this time with some subtle encouragement.
You mean you flashed your badge in his face, right?
That pretty much sums it up, yeah.
Then what?
He asked for a warrant, so I'm screwed. No way we can find a judge at this time of the night and so close to the holidays.
Correction, we are screwed. But wait, I might have an idea. Stay here in case I miss Vaclav. You know what he looks like?
Yeah. Wait, what are you up to?
Just watch the door, I'll be right back.
Sorry, baby, but I need to see your pass.
I don't have my pass. I was wondering if you could let me in anyways.
Then y'all ain't going in. Yo must be the new girl. It always be the same old motherfucking routine. Listen, yo don't forget yo pass. Yo forget it, yo don't work.
You really can't bend the rules just for tonight?
Yo, listen up, mama. A rule is a rule. It'd be my ass if I let y'all in. I thought they'd brief you.
They did, it's just I live really far and it costs me a fortune in cab fare.
So take a cab. They pay for it. I'm sure it's not a problem.
How would it look to you if you start someplace and you're already asking for money? It doesn't make me look good.
Yeah, I see your point, but I still can't let y'all in.
Do you like working here? I mean, how is it?
Yeah, I like working here. It's not bad at all. Better than where I used to work. I know about my end of things, but on your end, I have to say, y'all should all be asking one of the other girls.
How many girls besides me?
4. Are you sure they brief you?
Yes, they did. Well, I gotta head back and get that pass.
Sorry about that, but I really got no choice.
I understand.
Your idea didn't work, I gather.
Yes and no. I have to see Mia and try to convince her to give me her pass. Can you stay here and watch the place in case Kohler decides to split?
Sure. Can you get me some milk bones while you're at it?
Hey, Officer Tate, how you holding up?
Oh, I can't complain. At least it's warm in here. Oh, I have to say thanks for the recommendation you gave to the vice captain. He was really impressed.
My pleasure, and how did it go?
Nothing official, but I'm probably in.
Congratulations! That's great news.
I just thought you should know, and thanks again for everything.
Well, God knows you've earned it. So nothing, huh?
Nothing, not a goddamn thing. So, Agent McPherson, why'd y'all come back? Forget something?
Sort of, yes. I have some more questions for Mia. Hi, Mia?
You had a change of heart?
Sort of. I need a favor.
Even better. Come on in. Hello? Yes, okay. I'll be right down. I have to go downstairs for a second. Make yourself at home.
But Mia, all I need is...
I won't be long, promise.
It looks like half of an apple. Foucault's Pendulum. Now that's a great book. Nice bike. We have major tongue action. I wonder where that was taken. Mia, who is this?
Oh, that's Steph. Oh, shit. I was supposed to meet her to do another portrait of her.
Where were you going to meet her?
Why? What's wrong?
Just tell me where.
At my studio, 4455 Beauregard.
Okay, I know the place.
Please, Vic, what's going on?
No time to explain, just stay here. Don't move. Hey, Richard.
Hi, honey. Have you finally come to see the exhibition?
No, not really. I need you to open the gate outside. I have to get into one of the studios.
Sure, but why?
I finally have a lead in my case.
And it's in one of my studios? What's going on?
Yes. Well, it's a person who might know the killer, and she's inside. I really need to talk to her.
Okay, let's go. Would have appreciated you taking an interest in my work. Oh my God. Vic.
Shit.
My God. No.
Mia! Wait! Shit. I have to stay here to secure the scene. Call the police and go find Mia.
Okay.
Sorry, Stephanie. I should have taken that shot. Damn it. It's written, a sinner's pardon.
Browning. Who? Why wasn't I informed? Don't bother, I'll tell her. Okay. Agent McPherson. Miller has a Vaclav Kolar in for questioning. Why wasn't I informed of this suspect?
Because I really don't think he's relevant to the investigation.
Well, your partner seems to think otherwise. Anyway, he's waiting for you at the office.
Richard,
Yeah?
is she okay?
Not really.
Okay, listen, try and comfort her as much as you can. I have to go to the office, but keep Mia here and don't let her out of your sight. Can you do that for me, please? She's important for my case.
Sure, honey. It's not a problem.
Thanks. See you later.
Hey, Victoria, over here. He's in there now. What happened? A new murder?
Hi, Vaclav. I believe you've met Detective Miller?
Yes. Am I in trouble or something?
Well, sort of, yeah.
I've done nothing wrong.
Can you tell me where you were 3 nights ago?
Yes, I was probably working on my thesis.
Probably?
I assume because that's all I do. Or tutor students to make ends meet.
That's how you met Natalie?
Yes, I was her tutor at the university, and that's all.
Let me show you a picture of Natalie.
Did you do that to her, Vaclav?
No, I didn't do anything to her.
It's different when you know the person, isn't it? Maybe you should reconsider how you decorate your room. Tell me how you met Natalie.
Did you drown her before eviscerating her?
I didn't do that to her!
So how did you meet her?
I saw her ad on the school bulletin board.
What about Cynthia? How did you meet her?
You killed Cynthia the same way you killed Natalie, huh?
I told you I met her at Mia's party.
Then how come we have partial prints at Natalie's crime scene and Cynthia's crime scene that match your prints at a 99% probability?
Did Cynthia resist? Is that why you beat her up so bad?
I didn't do anything to her.
I get why Natalie would have parcels of you, but Cynthia? Something doesn't fit. You hired her, right?
What?
Relax, Vaclav. I just want to know what happened between you two.
Yes, I did. I mean, yes, I hired her.
Cynthia worked at the same place where you were picked up tonight, right?
Yes. Mia and Cynthia worked there, but they didn't work the baths or do massages.
What did they do?
They worked in a special club. Only certain members have access to another room.
What is this place? A brothel?
I don't know. I never went, but I know that I saw some important people.
That's enough. You're free to go, Mr. Kolar.
What the fuck was that?
What was that, Detective Miller?
Why are we letting him go? On what grounds?
He's definitely not a suspect. The prints are a match, but they're circumstantial evidence.
I'm out of here.
Wait, Agent McPherson.
No, you wait a goddamn minute, Browning. Prints are not circumstantial evidence, you idiot!
The title is Perfect Love. The title is Dark Wedding. The painting is called Reminder. It says, I am the mistress of pain. Give me what I desire most. Mia, can I have the key to your apartment, please? I need to get the other half of the apple.
Sure.
Mia, how do the statues work?
You need to use a specific object for each statue. Mine is the silver apple.
What's up?
The killer left a photo of Mia on Stephanie's body. A photo of Stephanie was found on Cynthia. You see what I'm getting at?
Yes. I won't let her out of my sight.
Thanks.
So, is Kolar all man?
Unfortunately, no, he isn't.
Damn!
Hi, Claire.
Hey, sweetie. What's up, sweetie? You look whiter than aspirin.
Well, I'm a little freaked out.
Okay, Claire is worried now. Talk to me, sweetie.
I've been reading my grandfather's journal. Well, it's not really a journal, more of a case memoir. Anyways, it's about a case he was working in Prague. He was hired by some local prostitutes to help stop and arrest a serial killer. My grandfather accepted freely, too. Well, to cut a long story short, the murders in Prague resemble the ones we have now. I have this eerie feeling that the killer knows my background and he's mind-fucking me.
You think that our killer found out about your grandfather's case in Prague and is now copying that killer's MO?
That pretty much sums it up, yes.
That is freaky. If the killer does know about your grandfather's case, why not be more blunt about it?
What do you mean?
Well, why doesn't he rub your face in it? Be more obvious about it.
He is, but I'm not picking up the signs. Like the message, disturbed sanctuary, and now this one, a sinner's pardon? He is definitely rubbing it in my face. I'm just at a loss for their meaning.
Did you finish reading those memoirs yet?
No, but trust me, I will. I have an errand to run first.
It's a good theory, but I think you should finish reading it.
So what can you tell me about this one?
She died by strangulation. Look at the lesions on her neck. Like victims 4 and 5, she was eviscerated. Again, the mutilations were probably done post-mortem. But he did something completely different this time.
What's that?
He put some of her intestines in the paint buckets. I noticed she was missing some, so I looked in one of the cans. In all my years of service, I've never seen anything so grotesque. Do you think that there are 2 of them working together?
No, I don't think so. It's not common to have 2 serial killers working together. I can only remember 2 cases, the Hillside Stranglers and Lucas and Toole. No, this is the work of one man. He's changed his pattern to match someone else's. The first 3 were beaten and drowned in water. By the 4th victim, the killer started to mutilate the body by evisceration, but the cause of death was still drowning. The 5th victim was pretty much the same. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not really, sweetie. This one's hard due to all the damn paint. I'll give you a full brief later.
Okay.
Did you remove anything from the crime scene?
No. Why?
Oh, come on now, Victoria. I know how you like to cut corners, especially when you get to a crime scene before I do. What, you think I forgot what you pulled on the Mississippi case?
No, I would never assume you would forget anything, actually. Yes, there was a photo in the victim's left hand. Also, I grabbed her work pass. Oh, yeah, I found a silver rose under the elevator over there.
So that's why I haven't found anything. Victoria, please don't do that again. Or do it, but tell me what you took before you rush off to God knows where, okay?
Promise. Okay, thanks for the info, Claire.
It's not much, but it's a start.
It says, I am the Queen of Secrets. Give me what I desire most. It says, I am Lady Temptation. Give me what I desire most. It says, I am the Baroness of Blood. Give me what I desire most. Mark Ackerman?
Wake up. Wake up, Alice. Look, I'm glad you followed the breadcrumbs, Mr. McPherson. I wanted you to witness my latest masterpiece. Wake up, dear. I wouldn't want you to miss the pain.
This painting is called Death Do Us Part. The woman in this painting appears to utterly disregard the suffering of the man kneeling on the ground beside her. Again, we see the recurrence of a dark tunnel, with an ominous figure lurking in the shadows. It seems as though Ackerman is attempting to recreate a moment in his childhood, with undertones of rape and suffering. Note the position of the man in this painting. He is vulnerable, weak, and exposed. Is this how Ackerman himself felt at the time? Cleansing of a soul. For the first time in Ackerman's work, a woman is depicted in a seductive manner. She floats on the canvas, her red cloak rippling in the wind, in contrast to the dead calm of the background. Red, representing passion and seduction, dominates the foreground, but is surrounded by ominous tones of dark purples, grays, and blacks, the colors of death. The woman's eyes are missing, perhaps representing increasing confusion and anger towards the women in his life. Bridge over troubled water. The woman in the foreground seems troubled and stares directly at us, seemingly unaware of the turmoil surrounding her. The vast and tumultuous sky, usually representative of freedom and openness, instead feels oppressive and looms eerily over the landscape. Is this Mark trying to get back at his mother? This painting is called Streets of Prague. Ackerman only lived in Prague for a few years. We can see the recurrence of a dark alleyway. Look at the colors in this painting. It's almost as if the walls are bruised and battered. Clearly, Ackerman had a very negative view of the city. A sinner's pardon. The woman depicted here is clearly in a vulnerable and submissive position. She clutches herself as she struggles to achieve forgiveness. Perhaps one might see this as Ackerman's vision of how his mother should have asked for forgiveness for failing to protect him. The first one is called Abandoned. To the right, you can see a woman lying down, drunk, seemingly unaware of her surroundings. In the center of the picture are two eyes, eerily cutting through the darkness. We know that Mark Ackerman was abused by his father, and felt that his mother, who knew what was happening, stayed passive and let the abuse continue. This is mirrored in the painting, where the woman depicted seems unwilling to react to the approaching danger. This one is called The Pupil. The title suggests that Mark connected with the subject of this painting. Although trapped in his own prison, Ackerman was able to find escape through his pupil, represented by the light reflecting through the window onto the subject. He is using this man to escape from his own prison. The title is Mindless. This man is literally mindless. Note the stitches on his forehead where he was presumably lobotomized. This represents Mark's worst nightmare, being trapped in a prison of both body and mind. Although standing in a corner surrounded by darkness, an open window sheds light onto the scene. In a cruel irony, however, the subject is unaware of this window to freedom and remains a prisoner. Ah, Beatrice. The woman depicted here, a nurse, seems to represent Mark's ideal woman, and perhaps she was. Attentive, loving, and seductive, she is surrounded by angelic hues of white. Her skin tone is rich and alive, in contrast to his earlier works. This one is called Dr. Hyde, and is the first in his LA series. We know that Ackerman was committed to a mental hospital in the 30s. The man in this painting represents Mark's psychiatrist. It is a caricature of a dishonest man, whose gaze is masked behind thick glasses. The painting has an air of condescension. Look at his smile. He looks like the village idiot. It is obvious that Mark had no respect or admiration for this man. This painting is called Moonshine Traffic, his second painting in Chicago. One senses that Mark is comfortable here. The sun is rising, pushing out the darkness. Notice the warm oranges, yellows, and reds. Perhaps Mark is finally at peace and feels at home in Chicago. This one here is called Disturbed Sanctuary and is the first in his Chicago series. One of the unusual aspects of this painting is the perspective from which it is created. One feels as though Ackerman is an unwanted guest in the room, almost hiding behind the curtain. The woman shown in this painting appears blissfully unaware of him, or the darkness that surrounds her sanctuary of light.
Mia, do you feel up for a few questions?
Sure.
Can you tell me, is this you in the picture?
Yes, it is.
Where and when was it taken?
I don't remember anyone taking a picture of me at that party. It was a rave in an abandoned warehouse somewhere. It was a few weeks ago.
Who were you with?
I was with...
Sorry, Mia. Stephanie was with you.
Yes.
How did you meet Stephanie?
I met her at work.
So you, Cynthia, and Stephanie worked at the club?
Yes.
Who's the fourth girl?
I don't know her real name. She was known as Queen of Secrets. The rule was never to give our real names to the clients or to the staff. But me, Steph, and Cynthia didn't respect the rule. We often partied. We got pretty close. But she respected the rule and never mixed with us.
You were Lady Temptation.
Yes, and Steph was Baroness of Blood and Cynthia Mistress of Pain.
What went on at the club?
Well, Queen of Secrets would host the clients in the room with 4 statues. The clients would change their clothes.
Change their clothes?
Yes, they would put on Victorian-style cloaks with top hats, and they would wear masks.
Masks?
Yes, it was a rule never to know their true identity. These men were probably rich and powerful. It was to prevent us girls from blackmailing the clients. Plus, it heightened their experience with all the role-playing possibilities. It put them at ease to know that we didn't know them. The money was absolutely insane.
Thanks, Mia. I want you to stay with Richard for a while, because I might have more questions for you. Is that all right with you?
It's no problem.
Do you have any more information about Mark Ackerman?
All I have is a book that the Department of Fine Arts printed.
May I have a copy?
Sure, honey, it's on the presentation stand in the center of the exhibition. Why the sudden interest?
It has something to do with my case.
What? In what way?
The killer left 2 messages at 2 of the crime scenes. Disturbed sanctuary and a sinner's pardon were written on the walls. I didn't know what they meant until now.
You mean the killer knows about Mark Ackerman?
Yes.
That seems unlikely. Ackerman's pretty much unknown. This is the first time he's going to be exposed to the public.
That's why you have to give me a list of all the people who sold you the paintings and a list of the people from the Fine Arts Department who are involved in this project. Can you do that for me?
Sure, but it'll take time.
Thanks. See you later.
Okay, I'll go work on that list.
Claire? What are you doing here?
Why do I have the feeling I just caught you with your hand in the cookie jar? I just came up here to get some blank report sheets. I'm all out downstairs, and there you are.
Claire, what's your level of clearance?
Level 2. Oh no. Please don't tell me you were trying to find files using my name.
Oh, I found them. I just can't access them. It's level 4 clearance only. Oh, I'd love to read them.
Don't tell me you have a lead.
Actually, I might have one, yes, but I won't go into details just yet. I've been taught to never give any details before you have all the facts.
Oh, really? Who's the idiot that taught you that?
You did at Quantico. Remember?
Yes, I remember.
Anyways, I really need to get my hands on those files.
Clearance 4, huh? I know one person who has that level of clearance, Todd. We never had this conversation, and I certainly never said that you could try the computer in his office instead of trying to get me in trouble. Victoria?
Uh-oh. You never call me Victoria unless it's serious.
You usually cut corners, I know, but why do something that might actually cost you your job?
Because I feel responsible for Stephanie's death.
Okay, now how is that possible?
When I chased our murderer on the rooftop, I had a chance to take him out and I didn't.
Why? Did you freeze? I know that happens sometimes, even to the best.
I'm sorry, but that sounded like a male impotent speech.
Victoria, I'm being serious.
I froze, sort of. I was hanging over the ledge.
Victoria, I can't believe we're having this conversation. That's not a shot, and you know it. How is your falling to your death any good for the case?
Thanks for the tip. Oh, and we never had this conversation.
We better not have had this conversation. Never mind. Well, good luck, sweetie. And when you get the final facts, make sure you think of me and share.
Of course I will. Thanks for being you. The boss's office. It's locked, of course. Hey, do you think I could borrow those keys?
Over my dead body, señorita.
I'm sorry, but I made a terrible mess at the coffee machine.
Oh, that machine is so stupid.
Damn, it's password locked. I need to go directly to the archives downstairs. It's already activated. Those documents my grandfather stole. I wonder if we have them somewhere.
McPherson! McPherson, you have a lot of explaining to do.
So what now, Browning?
Don't bullshit me, McPherson. You know you're not allowed down here.
Listen, I'm actually getting things done as opposed to sitting on my ass and waiting for something to happen.
Well, that's your job. It's to profile the killer, to try and guess his next move, not chasing murderers in dark alleys with a 4x4. You know, I think you've seen too many movies. Tell me something. Who's gonna pay for all the equipment you damaged down here?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, just bill me, okay?
I have no choice now but to suspend you. You'll have to justify your actions in front of the disciplinary committee.
Actually, don't bother. I quit.
Oh, that's just what I expected from you. A quitter. You're nothing but a little rich girl who, when she doesn't get things her way, just quits.
Fuck you, Browning. You don't know me.
Maybe, but I know you're not getting away with this.
I think I am, or a certain list of names of senators and high officials will go public. A list of names belonging to a certain S&M club. Hey, wasn't your name on that list too?
How dare you!
Just stay clear of me, Browning, or the press will have a field day. Hey, are you married?
You little bitch!
That's little rich bitch to you, Browning.
I was living a nightmare. Edith's suffering had just ended, and mine was only beginning. I took to the streets, blinded by sorrow. Why couldn't I protect her? What if I hadn't taken the case? But Milena's sweet voice brought me back to reason. She suggested we hide somewhere since the police were sure to be looking for me. Vladana's place was the safest spot, but we couldn't stay for long. We all had our reasons for leaving Prague. As for me, I wanted to get back at the bastard. We got out of the city on a small boat, and a couple of Roman's friends set us up with a ride to another town. From there, we took a train to Le Havre, France. We bought 4 tickets for New York City. America wasn't the country I had left behind. Poverty was at an all-time high, and the economy at an all-time low. We managed to get in through some of my connections. Then I got this in the mail. One article was about a series of murders in Chicago that were the same as the ones in Prague. I contacted Chicago authorities, but they wanted more proof. Even so, it was enough for them to confront Herbert Ackerman. He countered with an offer they couldn't refuse. Money, lots of it. Ackerman's name was safe, but they forced him to commit Mark to an institution. Fearing blame for the murders, I crept into the offices and stole any documents that might protect me. I found a full confession signed by Ackerman telling the story of his son. That bastard is in the loony bin where he deserves to be. I heard that they moved out west. Some years after, a cop from LA contacted me about a case. Strange murders of prostitutes, badly mutilated. I sent him what I could, but I told him I wasn't going near it. I wasn't going to sacrifice the one I loved again. Milena and I got married and settled down in Chicago. I went back to the ordinary missing persons and cheating husband cases. And gladly, too.
Hello?
Hi, sweetie, it's me.
Hey, what's up?
I answered the phone at your desk because the damn thing kept ringing. Anyways, this guy named Vaclav something was a little hysterical. He said that he heard a scream and some noises coming from his neighbor's apartment. I figured it might be important, or you might know what he was talking about.
Yes, I do, thanks. I'll check it out.
Oh, did you find anything in the files you were looking to access?
Yes, but not as breathtakingly revealing as I'd anticipated. But it's given me a new lead. I think I'm going to LA.
LA? Why LA?
It'd be too long to explain, but I'll fill you in as soon as I get the chance.
Before you leave, I hope.
I'll try. Anyways, I gotta see what's wrong over at the campus.
Okay, sweetie. You be careful.
I always am. Bye.
Bye.
Mia? Oh, shit. Mia! Special Agent Victoria McPherson. I need assistance.
Yes, ma'am. Please give me the address and location.
I'm at the university. I'm... Ouch! Oh my god, this is worse than a hangover. Mia's not there, which means that she might still be alive. Kolar didn't make it. Hey, that's Mia's purse. Now this might come in handy. Where did he take Mia? Think, Vic. Think! The messages he leaves behind. Of course, the paintings! This is a murder portrait, and our killer hasn't used it yet. That must be Frantiska, the 5th murder victim found under the bridge. That must be the Charles Bridge. That must be the killer, the painter himself. Did they find the body?
No, not yet. They're still dragging the riverbed and diving.
Damn.
I know how you feel. I want closure too.
I got my tickets for LA.
You still think you're gonna find answers over there? You got him, sweetie. It's over.
Not for me. Claire, I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm gonna rest for a while.
Okay, I'll drop by later and see how you're doing.
Okay, bye.
McPherson.
Hi, Vic. It's Claire. So, how are things going in Los Angeles?
Hey, Claire. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm making any headway. I'm having a hard time establishing a link between all these killings.
You're obsessing over this. If you hadn't quit, you wouldn't be trying to put the pieces together all alone.
Don't start, Claire. I know you don't approve of my decision to leave the FBI. But working for an asshole like Browning? No, thank you.
Browning won't be here forever, you know. His decision to close the investigation after the mass killer's death wasn't welcomed by everyone in the Chicago Bureau.
I don't need to remind you that there's absolutely nothing to prove that the fucker's really dead. He fell in the water when I shot him. I know I hit him. As far as I've heard, his body was never found.
No, you're right about that. Of course you've got doubts. The water flowing under the Tomanova Bridge is ice cold. If your bullet didn't kill him, cold water would have finished him off.
I'd love to be so sure. When I think of all the women he victimized.
Have you found any information on the first killer? The one who the Chicago murderer was supposedly copycatting? His name was Ackerman, I think?
Yeah, Mark Ackerman, son of Governor Herbert Ackerman. He was locked up in an asylum at the beginning of the 30s after 2 strings of murders. He was never officially found guilty. His father had him hospitalized to avoid the scandal, with the FBI's full cooperation. Corruption never goes out of style. Makes me sick.
And the retired inspector, Harrison, the one you wanted to see in California. Did you meet with him?
Yeah, he gave me the whole case file for the 1956 investigation. He's convinced that Mark Ackerman was behind this series of murders in Los Angeles.
Really? A killer who murders women over several decades, then a copycat who starts it all over again 50 years later? That's terrifying.
Yeah, but this case is personal, too. My grandfather got himself embroiled in it. He lost more than just his illusions. I think they made him a suspect. I want to find the truth for his sake, no matter what it costs me.
I hope you'll find what you're looking for, Vic. If I can help you in any way.
Do you have any news on Mia, the killer's latest victim? Is she still in the hospital?
She's doing better. She's come out of shock. The doctors are optimistic she should be able to go home soon. I went by to see her yesterday. She's gonna leave Chicago. Too many bad memories.
What's new at the FBI? Miller's still having stomach trouble?
Uh-huh. He got sick at the New Year's potluck. Some joker put Tabasco in his salmon canapes. We haven't seen Browning much lately. He's distanced himself from the Bureau since your resignation. It doesn't change much anyway. He was never exactly close to his agents.
Yeah, you can say that again. The only place for an ice cube like that is in a glass of whiskey. I hope Richard's not harassing you. He's left several messages on my answering machine.
He just called me to ask about Mia. He feels responsible for letting her go, giving the killer his opening.
I know, he's taking it hard. There's nothing to say that the killer wouldn't have taken him out to get his hands on Mia.
Anyway, he misses you, that's for sure. He's looking forward to you coming back.
I have one last favor to ask, Claire. A big one. I need access to the FBI's database.
For your research, huh? Wow, I'm playing fast and loose with the rules a lot lately.
I don't want to get you into trouble.
Don't worry about me. The access code was changed a few days ago. I'll check it out and text you, okay?
Thanks, Claire. I'll let you go now. Talk to you soon. Herbert Ackerman, an art lover? And this Beatrice Allen? I must find out more about her. Beatrice Allen is the woman painted by Ackerman on one of his paintings. I'm sure of that. I need more info. Her son may be another interesting lead to follow, but I'd need his full name. The file was destroyed in the 30s because of the deal the FBI made with Herbert Ackerman. Just think, it was the era of the untouchables. A son named Richard. Shit, that can't be true. This can't be a coincidence.
I'm not here at the moment, but you can leave a message.
Jesus Christ, Richard. If you're that nurse's grandson, why didn't you ever tell me? I have to get back to Chicago right away and get to the bottom of this. Hello?
Vic, it's me. Is this a bad time?
Claire, I fell asleep in front of the TV. What time is it?
Almost 10 p.m. Sorry to wake you. Do you want me to call you back tomorrow?
No, I was having a nightmare anyway. As soon as I fall asleep, I relive the same old stories.
Still having nightmares about the Chicago killer? Vic, you have to stop thinking about all that. It happened almost 4 years ago.
Tell that to my subconscious. Were you calling me about the case?
I have the results of Ellen Dunnigan's preliminary autopsy.
Let me guess. The killer left no trace.
Absolutely nothing. The body was carefully cleaned of any clue that could have led us to the killer. The modus operandi seems identical to the other victims. Various wounds meant to inflict pain, then a bullet wound causing death.
Good Lord. It's been going on for almost 3 years and this asshole still hasn't made a single mistake.
Are you going to be in Maine for a while?
I still have to question a few possible witnesses. Garrus wants this by the book, but I doubt it'll turn up anything.
Oh, yes, your new partner. Fresh out of Quantico.
I gotta go, Claire. Hernandez is up to her old tricks on the news again.
Okay. I'll call you if I have anything new. Take care of yourself.
The horribly tortured body of Ellen Dunnigan was found this morning. The body was discovered on the side of Route 201, less than a mile outside of the small town of Jackman, Maine. The young woman, a Holton native, had disappeared on September 22nd. The modus operandi removes any ambiguity over the killer's identity. This is without a doubt the latest chapter in the heinous rampage of the East Coast Killer. As with the previous murders, the killer filmed the suffering which he inflicted on his victim. He then sent DVDs of the footage to the authorities and the media. The FBI has refused any comment in the wake of this new crime. Special Agent McPherson, who has been on the case from the beginning, seems completely incapable of making any headway whatsoever in this case. How many innocent victims will have to die before the killer is stopped? It's a legitimate question, given the investigators' utter lack of results. This is Paloma Hernandez for 5TV.
So, just like that, I'm completely overwhelmed? What a bitch. McPherson.
This is Paloma Hernandez. Do you remember me, Agent McPherson?
Unfortunately, yes. I just saw your mug on TV. One doesn't forget that kind of trauma.
Very funny. Listen, I know you don't like my work, but I don't have anything against you personally. I also have people to answer to, and the competition is fierce.
Aw, you're breaking my heart, Hernandez. Switch careers. The FBI is hiring.
I'm not calling to apologize. I have a proposal for you. Can you meet me at the Bishop Motel in Jackman for a chat?
Right. You want me to join your TV games. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to decline your offer.
I'm in touch with an informant. He has discovered certain information about the killer. I'm ready to divulge it if you agree to give me exclusive access to the FBI investigation. That way, we'd be working together instead of being at loggerheads. What do you say?
Are you serious? You've been making my life hell since this case started, but now you want us to be best friends forever because suddenly it suits your purposes?
If you got information on the killer, then give it to me. No conditions.
If you conceal evidence or hinder our investigation in any way, I can guarantee you a stint in the slammer. Night, Hernandez.
I hate being hung up on.
Vic McPherson, please leave a message after the beep.
End of recording. To hear your message again, please press pound.
The star of my next film is finally awake. Welcome to my humble abode, Miss Hernandez.
You must feel a little lost. Don't worry. I'm going to take good care of you.
Please.
I'm begging you. Let me go. I won't tell anyone what's happened.
You're right about that hot stuff. I went to a lot of trouble to get you here, and now you'd like me to give up all my lovely plans? You know me well enough to know that I take everything to its proper finish, and sometimes even a little beyond that. Do you recognize this place? This is where the actresses immortalized in my videos made their debuts and bid their adieus. I love this room. It holds so many delicious memories. Well, for me at least.
Listen, I don't know what you intend to do. Maybe we can make a deal?
I doubt that. I want to do away with those who are tracking me. Their interference doesn't amuse me anymore. You are one of those people, Hernandez. You're the one who dubbed me the East Coast Killer. It's time you understand what really lies behind those meaningless words. I know who your informant is. The former FBI agent, James Hawker. He's going to die, just like you. Of course, I'll be much quicker with him. He doesn't have your charm. I have to leave you for the moment. I have a few things to arrange to take care of your friend Hawker. See you very soon, gorgeous.
Don't panic. I have to get out of here or find a way to call for help. This sicko's put up cameras everywhere. It's high, but I should be able to get out through there. My purse. Empty, of course. Receipts issued by a gas station in St. George, Quebec?
All right, Garrus, what we got?
Tire tracks have been found nearby. They're being tested. The juiciest clue is the message on the answering machine. The door to the room wasn't forced, unlike the bathroom door.
There's something different this time around. The killer went after Hernandez. She's connected to the case. It's not a coincidence.
Here's the report you requested. It summarizes the main points of the investigation as well as the psychological profile you established.
Thanks, Garrus. All right, let's get to work. We have to gather as many clues as possible. There was coffee spilled on the carpet. There's a clear footprint.
Answer, McPherson. Good God, answer.
McPherson here.
Help! Help me! The killers abducted me.
Is that you, Hernandez? Calm down. Take a deep breath. Where are you?
I've no idea. He's locked me up in an old house somewhere deep in the woods. He's going to kill me. He said he was after you too, McPherson. And Hawker.
But what about you? Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Oh my God. I can hear him. He's coming back. What do I do?
Hernandez, give me some clues about the place you're being held.
I found an old burnt flyer for a store in Holton.
Holton? That's the Aroostook County capital. Anything else?
I found a receipt. It's from a gas station in St. George.
St. George? Isn't that in Quebec? Okay, Hernandez, that could help us. What else?
I saw some letters on a railway tie, the initials B.A.R.
Those initials must refer to a railroad company. That's an excellent clue. Try to give me some clues. The more precise you are, the quicker we'll be able to find you.
Let me think. There's a car outside?
Hello? What's going on? Hello? Hernandez?
This remote control fell under the bed. There might be intact prints on it. These look like clothing fibers.
Tell us your theory. It's quite different from the leads the FBI are currently chasing.
The East Coast killer doesn't act on sudden impulse, which is what the case profiler contends. I've discovered the basis on which he chooses his victims. Criteria linked to one of his obsessions.
James Hawker. He hasn't given up on the case.
Isn't that your old partner?
Find Hawker for me, Garrus, and get me his file.
At your service, Agent McPherson. Do you need anything? James Hawker. Wasn't he dismissed from the FBI for having shot a witness?
It was a suspect. It's a fine line between the two sometimes. Whichever it was, Hawker lost his head and killed a man who did not present an immediate threat. It's inexcusable.
Is that why you refused to take a new partner into the field for almost 2 years? I would have probably done the same thing in your place.
You're too curious, Garrus. Focus your brain cells on what happened in this room. Well, let the search continue. Time's not on our side. McPherson here.
Help! Help me! The killers abducted me!
Hernandez, where are you? Are you okay?
Oh, my head is spinning. I feel strange. My phone. Must be McPherson. She must be trying to locate me. Careful. There's glass everywhere. McPherson? Have you located me? Have you figured out where this miserable house is?
In a quiet place. Don't worry, we won't be disturbed.
You won't get away with this. I've warned McPherson. The FBI and the police will soon be here. They know exactly where I am.
The funniest thing is that you seem to believe what you're saying. I have a deal for you. If you manage to get out of here, I'll consider setting you free. I've prepared a few surprises for you on your path to freedom. Just to spice things up a little.
Please, let me go.
Come on, pull yourself together. Oh, one last thing. While you were unconscious, I injected you with a little dose of poison. You should already be feeling the symptoms. Vertigo, weakness, nausea, and death. Eventually. You better start looking for the antidote. And don't forget, the collar enables me to bring you back to reason. Good luck, gorgeous.
I'm feeling better.
Congratulations. You have won the right to remain alive. For now. Bravo! You've managed to get out. The plot continues to unfold. Once again, you must simply open the door. But first you must figure out which one.
Dora and the number 216. Olivia and the number 60. Joyce, number 33. Janet, 108.
That's my first name. And the number 129. Dolores, and the number 71.
This fuse box controls the flow of the electricity passing through the electric chair. It's off. I hear an electric buzzing coming from this cupboard. These inscriptions, are they here to help me or scare me? Locked.
Kate Halloway, County Sheriff. I was expecting you.
Hi, I'm Agent McPherson. This is Agent Garris. What have you found?
No one here. The house is empty. There are a few signs of recent occupation, but if the killer was here, he's gone now.
I see. We'll take a look around ourselves, just in case. You have information on the house? Who's the owner?
A Howard Peterson. He died more than 20 years ago. Suicide. The house has been abandoned ever since.
An old decrepit house in the forest. You'd think we were in a horror movie.
My men are searching the forest, looking for a body. I have a few roadblocks set up around the county. I've put in a query on the property to the Holton Land Registry. I'm expecting an answer. I'll keep you posted. I almost forgot. We found a memory card on the kitchen table. Comes from a phone or some such digital gadget. Take it.
No sign of Miss Hernandez. Is that good news or bad? At least we located the house quickly, thanks to the info she gave us.
The killer had the entire night to act. The fact that he abducted Hernandez instead of killing her on the spot is a good sign. There's a message scribbled on the newspaper. Who's next? The serial killer's eternal question. Sheriff, I have a few points to go over with you. I found a receipt with the address of Dan Wilkinson's drugstore in Holton. Do you know the owner?
Yeah, there aren't many pharmacies in Holton. It's a small town.
If you could contact Wilkinson now and question him, see if he remembers the client. Time is of the essence.
The FBI's wish is my command. Show me the receipt. I'll call Dan. Dan? Hi, it's Sheriff Halloway. I'd like some information on a receipt from your store. Okay, good. Thanks for your help. Tell Martha I say hi. Dan remembers a man in his 40s, black hair. Says he seemed nervous, kind of in a rush.
It's a bit vague, but it's better than nothing. Thanks for the info. I better call Claire to give her the killer's description.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. A Holton pharmacist vaguely remembers a customer who could very well be our man. About 40 years old, black hair.
It's not much, but it will allow me to rule out some suspects. I'll enter it into my database.
The local sheriff is causing me hassles. I have the feeling she's trying to undermine my investigation.
Is this sheriff's name Halloway, by any chance?
Yeah, you've heard of her?
An hour ago. I got a phone call from a friend who works in the Portland lab. Sheriff Halloway has requested some tests of the utmost urgency. The sheriff claims she was working on Paloma Hernandez's disappearance. My friend called me because she knows that I've been in on the East Coast killer case from the start.
I think I should have a few words with the sheriff. Thanks for the tip. Listen, Sheriff, I want this to be clear. I have proof that you sent samples to be analyzed without my authority. Here, it's the FBI who leads the investigation. If you forget that, or decide to ignore it, I'll break you.
Take it easy, Agent McPherson. Sounds like I've touched a nerve.
I don't have time to play who's the bitchiest. Believe you me, that is one contest you'll lose. So unless you want to be charged with obstruction of justice, I advise you to tell me what you found.
Okay. I took 2 samples, which I sent to the lab. They're yours. I also found this in the living room. It looks like some kind of electronic key.
Very good. I hope I won't have any other occasion to lose my temper with you, Sheriff.
We'll leave it at that, Agent McPherson.
Found some traces, but nothing too important. I spoke to one of the cops who are searching the forest. He gave me the lowdown on Holloway. The sheriff is on edge. Elections are around the corner, and she's not sure she'll be reinstated to her post. So she doesn't appreciate the FBI's arrival in her jurisdiction, stealing the spotlight.
Brilliant. We got a creepy house in the woods and a shifty sheriff. Man, I miss Chicago. You're good at electronics, right? You might be able to help me. I found an electronic lock half dismantled upstairs. Come take a look. Richard? Are you there? Richard? No one. As expected. Richard shouldn't get here for a while. That gives me the time to look around. Stack of handwritten letters. I'll scan the most interesting with my smartphone. Henry Allen is the son of Beatrice and Mark Ackerman. Richard, you are the murderer's grandson. A page taken from Herbert Ackerman's confessions. So it's Richard who borrowed them from Harrison by pretending to be Zarkovic. Zarkovic. God, that's it. I remember where I've seen that name. It was in that email Richard sent me when I was in New Orleans. A bunch of rags. A piece of black cloth. There are traces on it. It's the cape worn by the killer. Richard, why?
You're already here? It's good to see you. Did you have a nice trip? I hope that your stay in Los Angeles was a success. Vic, you look strange. What's going on?
Richard, I know you're Mark Ackerman's grandson.
It's true. I found out when my grandmother died a little over 2 years ago. It was such a revelation for me. At that point, I'd pretty much given up on my career as an artist to focus on running the gallery. Mark Ackerman's work moved me deeply.
But you always said that you only discovered Ackerman's paintings recently. Why lie?
Well, because of the art director. After the auction where he bought some of the paintings, he made himself out to be the genius who exhumed a forgotten artist's work. I didn't want to lessen his moment of glory and risk alienating him. The gallery needs funding, you know.
I found a page of Governor Ackerman's confessions in one of your drawers. Were you the one who went to see Inspector Harrison under the pseudonym Zarkovic?
That was an innocent bit of subterfuge. I was going to return the documents.
I found a black cape in the closet. It looks remarkably like the one the killer wore. There's still blood on it, in exactly the spot where I wounded him.
I don't understand how it could have got here. The murderer must be trying to set me up. By casting suspicion on me, he gets at you.
In that case, you won't mind me taking this cape to have the blood tested. I could also have a little look to make sure you don't have any trace of a wound.
Come on, Vic. Don't you trust me? It's me, Richard. You're Richard.
I did trust you, but that's impossible now. Richard, I may have quit the FBI, but I'm still a profiler. My gut tells me I'm not wrong. It's you, Richard. You've committed these horrible murders. My heart can't believe it, but my head knows it's true. You're not saying anything. Why, Richard? Why all this madness, this hatred? I need to understand.
Open your eyes, Victoria. Let me show you something.
Agent McPherson? Agent McPherson, are you all right?
Sorry, Garrus. I was thinking of something else.
James Hawker's about to arrive. I'm going down to meet him. Can I leave you alone? Are you gonna be all right?
Everything's fine. I'll be right there.
Hi.
I'm going to leave you alone for a bit. You must have so many things to say to each other.
We have a suspect, David Carson. We're making progress, Garrus.
Amazing. We're gonna stop him, you'll see. You can't evade the FBI forever.
Don't say mission accomplished just yet, Garrus.
You haven't changed, Vic.
Neither of you, James. Still working the jeans and sneakers look?
I was never into uniforms. I can see that black's still your favorite color, huh?
So, you're working the TV angle now. I saw the tape with your interview.
I needed cash, that's all. Hernandez offered me a nice stack of bills. Remind me, what am I doing here?
We think our murderer is after you. The infamous East Coast killer, as the press calls him, wants you. You must be flattered.
And that's why you summoned me here? You could have just set a couple of big guys to keep an eye on my rather luxurious New York apartment.
I like to keep you where I can see you. Besides, you know our enemy. That's useful.
This whole thing is history. You know how I feel. Let's drop it. I'm going to pay a visit to this charming abode. See you later. Nice shack. A bit morbid, but it's got style.
So, James, are you spending your retirement brooding over the past?
Not at all. I have a whole new life now. That whole thing is behind me.
Really? I heard you were continuing to investigate. And as far as I know, your social schedule is not what you'd call busy.
Don't start with me, Vic. Whose fault is it that I'm where I am? You betrayed me.
Some learn from their mistakes, James. Doesn't look like that's the case with you.
I admit, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have pulled the trigger. But I did it to further the investigation. You sabotaged that by denouncing me.
You know perfectly well that I wasn't the one who squealed to Internal Affairs. If I had, you would have been up for murder charges. All I did was refuse to cover up for you. You went too far, goddammit. Here, I'll profile you. You are egocentric, irresponsible, selfish, and paranoid.
And you are anal, rigid, authoritarian. And you've got the biggest mouth I've ever had the displeasure to encounter.
I could say the same about you. Can we talk? Listen, James, let's stop dwelling on the past. The killer is still out there, and this is our last chance of getting him as a team. Can we bury the hatchet? Paloma Hernandez may still be alive. She's counting on us.
Fine. We can't change what's happened anyway. So, this house is supposedly connected to the killer. I'm not surprised. It fits what I've been able to uncover. An isolated area far from the big urban centers. But it means the killer's got to travel to go hunting. I've made a major breakthrough on the killer's psyche. He's totally obsessed with film and cinema, and particularly with the actress Veronica Lake. You could see it in his videos. I'm convinced that he chooses his victims following criteria linked to his obsession.
There's evidence in the house that suggests the killer went to film school. That would confirm your hypothesis.
It was by catching an old movie again that I made the connection. It has to do with very small background details. That's why we didn't see it before.
Well, I have a name. Our suspect's name is supposedly David Carson. Claire's trying to dig up something about him.
We'll end up getting him, Vic. After all this time, we're gonna get him.
I'm at an impasse with the computer in the cellar. Can you give it a look? You've always been a bit of an IT guru.
Okay, show me what the problem is. Let's see. The system is well protected. It's impossible to enter without the password. Luckily, the killer is just crazy enough to use a significant password instead of choosing random characters.
Of course.
Let's try this. No. Too simple. Veronica, maybe. It's not the right password. Yes.
Have you found the password?
Uncle Man. Veronica Lake's real name. The killer's obsessions are the key to his psyche. The contents of the computer are open to you. It's your turn to play now.
A list of first names, including mine and Hernandez's. These seem to be the victims' names, but the last names don't match.
I bet this is somehow linked to the killer's obsessions. He must associate his victims with fictional characters.
I'm not sure I understand.
Ellen Graham, Dolores Greaves, they're all roles played by Veronica Lake. In the list you're connected to, the Letty Stanton character, the name doesn't match at all. Different motive. He's after you because he wants to eliminate everyone on his tail. Prior to vanishing, maybe.
If that's his plan, I don't have much time to stop him. I'll copy the list into my smartphone. I might need it later. I have to talk to you, Sheriff. There was a video where I could see Hernandez. She's not far, I'm sure of it. We have to get everything we can on the house.
As soon as the land registry staff has something, they'll contact me.
Have you found anything else on the Anderson case?
No. I looked all over the place. I've even used the metal detector, but all I found was a badge under the floor in the entrance hall. Anderson must have explored the house to see if there was anything of value. As far as I recall, he was the curious type.
If he ran into the killer, I'm afraid his curiosity might have cost him his life.
I have a proposition for you, Agent McPherson. Help me with the Anderson case, and I'll speed things up for you at the land registry. We might as well help each other rather than trying to trip each other up, right?
You're a goddamn opportunist. Okay, deal. I found Anderson's blood on the balcony upstairs. It's probably several months old. Everything I've seen leads me to believe that our killer murdered Anderson. Sorry, Sheriff. Your county has lost a voter.
Well, we know what happened to him. At least I can announce that the case is closed.
Hold back your tears. You don't want to get dehydrated.
You've kept your part of the bargain, Agent McPherson. Now it's my turn. Yes, it's Sheriff Holloway. I need some information on the house now. Yes, immediately. Are you sure? Okay, keep looking and let me know if you find anything.
Well, what do you got?
They found something interesting. An anti-nuclear shelter was built under the house in the 50s.
And where's the entrance to this shelter?
They're looking for up-to-date maps. According to their records, 2 shafts with steel hatches were dug in the ground.
Excellent. We're making progress. We just have to find the hatches. I might be able to find the radio station I heard on the recording.
You're on WHOZ. Enjoy the rest of our weekly country music show.
It's the same show. She's alive.
Who are you talking about? The reporter? I don't see the connection.
It's a live broadcast.
So?
Oh, drop it. The important thing is that Hernandez is alive. Somewhere. We have to find her before it's too late.
Do you have something new?
I've managed to open the shelter hatch. I'll go down and try to find Hernandez.
I'm going with you.
I'll call Garris for backup.
Let me show you something. His last masterpiece. It's called The Betrayal. managed to unmask me. It's a shame. I would have liked the game to have gone on a bit longer.
Her relationship. It wasn't a coincidence, was it? You had everything planned from the beginning.
I didn't plan our meeting. You're the one who contacted me during one of your investigations, remember? When I saw your name on my screen, I thought of Gustav McPherson, of course, your grandfather, who Mark Ackerman immortalized in his painting. Could it be that you were his descendant? I made some inquiries, and when I knew who you were, I decided to include you in my work.
So that's it. All these months you were just pretending? How could I have been so stupid?
Vic, you pretend to be as tough as nails, but really you're soft, sentimental.
Richard, how could you have become a murderer?
True artists must rid themselves of all the inhibitions that limit mere mortals. They must overcome all taboos. My grandfather made me understand this. I have freed myself of mediocrity. I've touched the reality which surrounds us. The brutality, the fear, the suffering, the death. Death has filled the void that I have always felt deep inside of me. Is absolute, implacable. Its beauty terrifies the weak of spirit. The act of murder, Vic. It's a deeply moving artistic experience. Have you never sensed this? You who keeps company with all these victims and murderers?
You're completely insane.
Oh, Victoria, I'm free. While you and everyone like you live your lives like blind larvae, imprisoned by your comforting certitudes.
Everything's going as planned. I've got both of you. As for Hawker, I took care of him. There are so many possibilities, so many ways to make you suffer. You and McPherson. I must consider this carefully. One thing's for certain. This game ends with me as the winner. Hawker's hanging by a thread. Well, a rope. I hung him from a tree. Isn't that what you'd expect from a murderer? See you very soon, gorgeous.
Asshole! It's screwed shut. McPherson? Can you hear me?
Shh! You'll bring it back!
Christ! You scared me. I thought that cell was empty.
I haven't eaten in days. You don't have anything, do you?
Sorry. All I had was a few stale cookies, but I was hungry. Who are you? I thought the killer only went for women.
Gary Anderson. I saw the abandoned house while I was out hunting deer. I came in to poke around. The killer took me by surprise while I was snooping upstairs. I tried to escape by going out the balcony, but he caught me. I've been held here for months. He's been torturing me for months. I can't take it anymore.
Have you been here a long time? Have you tried to escape?
I made an attempt early on. I was locked up where you are.
What did you do?
I improvised. I used the fork that he left for my meals. I unscrewed the grate on an old air vent.
And then what happened?
The killer came back right before I made it into the shaft. He convinced me not to try again. Then he threw me in this cell, which is normally reserved for women he's gonna kill. I've been here ever since. In here, the ventilation shaft is welded shut, and the cell door can only be opened remotely. I haven't got a chance.
Do you still have the thing you used to unscrew the grate?
Yeah, I managed to hide it, just in case it might come in handy again.
Throw it over. I'll try to catch it. Locked. This digital lock must open the door. McPherson, do you hear me? It's me, Paloma Hernandez. McPherson, wake up!
Where am I? Hernandez? Christ, I feel so groggy.
We have to get out of here, McPherson. We have to try to escape.
Escape? What? Later. I'll think about that later.
I noticed a digital locking system. We have to input a code. But what is it?
Code? That sort of rings a bell. I found a series of codes in the cellular computer.
Do you remember the numbers?
I can't concentrate. Hold on. I entered them in my smartphone. The only complete code that I have is for the hatch.
I don't want to open the hatch.
I've also got a series of first and last names. On the list, my first name is connected with the name Stanton.
Am I on that list?
Yes, Paloma Martin. If Hawker's right, it must be the name of a character played by Veronica Lake.
Who's gonna die next? You? Me? Your friend?
The killer uses a digital locking system to lock the doors. Have you ever seen him punching in the number from your cell?
Yeah, tons of times. It's 5 or 6 numbers. I'm sure that the code for your cell door begins with a 4. The last digit, I think it's a 5. But I'm not sure about anything else. But what's the point? It's hopeless!
McPherson, wake up! I've got to talk to you!
Vic Stanton and Paloma Martin. There must be a code linked to these names. I'll let you think about it. I think I'm gonna take a little nap.
McPherson, wake up! I've got to talk to you! I found you a little upper. Take this. It's up to you now. I don't want to die here.
Thanks for pulling me out of there, Hernandez. So, you can make yourself useful when absolutely necessary.
There's a man locked up in the other cell. He was the one who gave me the amphetamines. He says he knew one of the victims, Susan. He might be able to help us. It's just that he seems pretty disturbed.
If he's been here for a while, I'm not surprised. So, you're our partner in misfortune.
You're the one the killer drugged.
Thanks for the pills. Got some of my energy back. I'm gonna try and get you out of here.
I've had nothing to eat for days. I'm starving.
I might be able to help you out with that.
Hey, where are you going? Wait for me, I'm coming with you.
I think you better stay here. Bar the doors. I'll come back to get you.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna see if there's a way out. And there's a computer in the lab. I might be able to make contact with the outside world.
All right. I'll keep both doors secured so the killer can't get in.
Good. I'll be back. Leave the porch light on. Good. Let's be careful. This sicko could be anywhere. Look! Wrong place, wrong time. Looks like the killer didn't have time to set one of his traps. The indicator shows the line is being jammed. My smartphone, too. Oh, shit. The password has changed.
Congratulations, McPherson. You are still alive. You're tougher than the others.
You're not wasting any time, asshole. Sooner or later, the FBI will get here.
Exactly. I have a schedule to keep. Stay where you are, McPherson. I have a bullet with your name on it.
He's dead. The world will be a better place without him. I might as well go get Hernandez now. When she's out of danger, I'll try to find Garrus. So, this is the face of David Carson. Shit! He's the prisoner from the shelter! This asshole pretended to be one of the killer's victims. Oh, to think I left him downstairs with Hernandez!
Hernandez?
There's no one here. Where'd they go? Bastard. He played along so we'd trust him. He's wearing Hawker's clothes. Another dirty game to cover his tracks. Garrus, I'm gonna stop this asshole, I promise you that. But then is Hawker still alive?
Carson, leave her alone, asshole.
Who's there? McPherson? Are you ready for the show?
I need more time.
I haven't thanked you, McPherson. If you hadn't left me alone with the reporter, I wouldn't have had the chance to arrange this little tete-a-tete.
You think I'm gonna let you get away with it? Free her, or I swear I'll make you regret it.
I'm afraid it's Miss Hernandez that we're soon going to regret.
This was a pleasant conversation, McPherson, but I must leave you. I have a small job to do, and Miss Hernandez is getting impatient. Fucking bitch!
If he gets in here, I'm dead.
Hernandez needs help.
just postpone the inevitable, gorgeous. There's no door in the world that'll stop the East Coast killer.
The phone. It seems to be working. McPherson? McPherson, do you hear me?
Hernandez, I can't get to you. I'm trapped.
I've managed to barricade the door, but I don't know how long it'll hold. Come quick.
I'm going back to the control room. I'll try to find another way in. Hold on.
Impossible. Walker's alive. He settled the score with Carson. Maybe everything's gonna be okay. A bullet to the head. How ironic.
I'm listening.
James, I have one point I want to clear up. How did you manage it, James? All the cops are dead. How were you able to escape the massacre?
I'm a resourceful man, full of surprises. Carson tried to get me, but I always have the last word.
Where are you, James? Still with Hernandez? I couldn't find you in the house.
We're outside by the electric fence. I almost got myself fried on this fucking thing.
It was your gun that was used on Garrus. Got an explanation?
Ah, I see that you did your homework. Well done, partner. Congratulations.
Chris, what are you playing at? It's not possible. You? Did you kill Garrus?
Oh, I did so much more than that. You should take a look at the cellar computer. See you soon.
Are you sitting comfortably, Hernandez? Of course, this improvised set decoration must look pitiful to you compared to the 5 TV studio, but it suits your current look.
Fucking asshole, let her go.
Come on, Vic. I'm not always going to do your work for you. You're the representative of law and order. It's up to you to free the poor victim.
Cameras are still not working. Shit! The shelter's hatches are locked.
Don't look well, Vic. A little panic attack? You're pathetic. How could I have trusted someone who allows herself to be overwhelmed by irrational fears? Hernandez is going to die, and it will be your fault. You failed. I've won. It doesn't really matter to me whether you burn or asphyxiate. Bye, Vic. I have to prepare the grand finale.
Drop it, Richard. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. This time, it's over.
appreciate it if I stay here. Shit, the hidden door is locked again. There's a number. B090746. It's the sign I saw on the surveillance camera. Hands above your head, James. The asshole took off. What was he up to here? I can't hear anything. This glass is soundproof.
It's Hawker who's behind all this. He's locked himself in the next room. And he's armed.
Don't panic, Hernandez. I'm on my way. I know this kind of device. It's a detector. He's been following my movements from the beginning, thanks to a tracking device planted in my smartphone. I could make use of this tracking device. The ventilation system should cover up the sound of my footsteps, but it won't be enough. I've got to divert Hawker's attention. I could put the electronic tracking device here. It's over, James. Put down your gun.
I think I'll opt for an alternate course of action. Thank you.
Drop your fucking gun now, or I'll shoot! Don't do it!
would have liked this to have a different ending. I just have to free Hernandez. It's Carson. Photographed by Hawker, I suppose. A checklist drawn up by Hawker. He anticipated almost everything. One thing's for sure, Hawker really had issues with me.
Are you okay, Hernandez? I'll get you out of here.
If you're hearing me, ladies, it's because I'm dead. It's very upsetting, really. But don't be sad. I'm not done with you. I'm a meticulous planner, and I don't like to lose. So I've prepared everything in case I can't join you for the finale. Vic, my dear partner, you betrayed me. Are you going to let Hernandez down too? It's an interesting dilemma. In a few minutes, 5TV's most famous star will fry in an electric chair. Unless you, Vic, manage to prevent this unfortunate event. If you fail, the fun's over for her. Game over. But Hernandez's death will unlock the hatches. You see, I'm not so bad. I'm giving you a way out. The cameras will carefully record everything that transpires, and the video will be broadcast live over the internet. Consider it a little homage to the East Coast Killer's artistic work. He knew how to film suffering like no other. One last thing, Vic. No second chances. If this were a video game, I'd program it so that you couldn't go back and try again. Enough chit-chat. Get ready, ladies. It's your move.
Did you hear me? You only have one chance to save me, McPherson. Only one chance.
Okay, the dimmer's blocked. Should prevent the current intensity from going any higher.
Oh my God, will this never end?
Let's stay calm. Hernandez, try to find a way to open the hatches. I'll take care of this trap.
Okay. What do I do?
You know how to use a computer. Look on the console behind the glass. Maybe there's a hidden command or something.
Okay, McPherson. We have to make it out of here. This is going to be such an amazing scoop. A 5TV exclusive.
Oh yeah, where are my priorities? Move it, goddammit you. I've already seen this type of lock. A receiver can be hooked to it. The outlet is different from the one I saw in the cellar. Oh man, looks like a bomb, and not a little one. The battery supplies an electrical circuit, which prevents the bomb from exploding. The tanks are marked with the symbols for Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. Another one of Hawker's crazy ideas. The liquids inside the tanks can't mix, or we'll have fireworks. This box seems to be linked to the countdown clock. It looks like a switch, placed to interrupt the power at a certain point.
The bomb! It hasn't exploded! McPherson, we did it! Excuse me. Can I borrow your phone? This is Paloma Hernandez. Give me Simmons. I have an incredible scoop.
Hey,